said, Father, I'll go to save your people. But he said, okay, I'm going to plant you here on earth. Again, go back to the definition of germinate. To begin to grow or develop. In botany, which has to deal with flowers and plants and trees, it says to develop into a plant or individual as a seed, spore, or bulb, to put forth shoots, sprout, and pollinate. In other words, pollination. When Jesus got up on that cross, he could have called all kinds of angels down, but he didn't. And just to give you an idea what a seed does, when you put a seed in the ground, that seed is alive. That seed is living. When you put it in the ground, it dies. When it dies, it reproduces itself. It grows up out of the ground and it produces what we need to live. When Jesus died on the cross, he went on the cross. That was his time to be planted. So while he was on that cross, he gave up everything. He gave up his earthly everything, mother, father, sister, brother, uncle, cousin, everything he had on earth, he gave up. They put him in that tomb. That was his planting period, his planting. Germination of a seed is normally 13 to 15 days. Some seeds go faster than that. But most seeds, your average seed, if you plant it in the ground, it's going to take 13 to 15 days to germinate, which is to begin to grow and develop. But it has to die first. Jesus had to die first in order for us to live. Jesus had to die first in order for us to grow. Jesus had to die first in order for us to be here right now, praising his name and worshiping him.
Amen.
So, but they didn't know what they were doing at that time. They were just following the divine order of God. He knew how long Jesus was going to be here. Jesus knew how long he was going to be here. They didn't know what Jesus' purpose was. Jesus came so that he could be planted, so that he might germinate when he was putting that into the tomb. He went through a germination period. Those 3 days when he got in the tomb, he went to hell. He took the keys of life back from Satan. He took the keys of pain. He took the key of death. He took the sting of it. He took the sting of the grave. He took it all back. When he came back to earth, when he was resurrected, that was the time for us to be able to begin to grow and to develop. He had already been teaching the disciples. He had already been telling them what to do and how to go about doing it. But he had to go through that process of dying and giving his life in order for them to grow and be able to go spread the gospel. Like I said in Sunday school, Paul's a prime example of that. Jesus died. Paul was out killing Christians. A lot of times when you hear the story about Paul, a lot of times people miss that part. He was killing Christians because he didn't believe in the doctrine that they were teaching. Yet he called himself a Christian. But he didn't believe in the doctrine that was being taught. So God had to knock him off his horse. He blinded him. Sent him to a great man of God, Ananias. Ananias didn't want to have anything to do with him. He was actually afraid of him because he figured, okay, well, if he's killing everybody else, what are he going to do to me? And I believe if the Lord did us like that today, a lot of us would be in that same shoes. The only thing different is that Ananias, after the angel of the Lord came and talked to him, he followed the instructions. We wouldn't follow the instructions because some of us in here right now got things that we're supposed to be doing and we're not doing it.